Ever walked into a meeting and felt the tension in the air, like something was being said about you or another coworker before you arrived? That's the silent damage workplace gossip can cause. At first, it might seem harmless, just some casual chatter by the coffee machine, but by the end of the week, it has spread across the entire team like a game of telephone, monasticizing and growing into something different, leaving a trail of broken trust, hurt feelings, and declining morale. Gossip, the silent disruptor of workplace harmony, has taken root in your organization. Hi, I'm Rami, CEO of People Processes, and welcome to the Don't HR Alone podcast. Today, we're tackling a workplace challenge that's more common and more damaging than many leaders realize: gossip. By the end of this episode, you're going to learn how to recognize when gossip crosses the line, 5 great strategies to stop harmful gossip without micromanaging, and how to harness positive gossip to strengthen your team. Let's dive in. Gossip isn't inherently bad. In fact, it's as old as the human communication is itself. Studies show that up to 90% of workplace conversations could be categorized as gossip. It's here to stay. But here's the key: not all gossip is harmful. Positive gossip can build social bonds and camaraderie among employees. It facilitates the informal information sharing, keeping teams aligned. Negative gossip is where the real damage happens. It spreads unverified or harmful information, which erodes trust or morale, and distracts significantly from productivity and creates divisions among employees. The lines between these forms of gossip can be thin, but as leaders, we must recognize when that line is crossed and take action accordingly. Let's talk about when it's harmful. How do you know when gossip has gone from being harmless chatter to workplace poison? Here are 3 red flags to watch out for. 1, it's personal. If employees are talking about a coworker's private life, character, or appearance, it's inappropriate and often malicious. An employee hears a coworker say, "I think Sarah only got that promotion because she's close with the boss." That's harmful gossip. It's unverified. Sharing unconfirmed information fuels misunderstanding and escalates conflict. Sometimes someone starts spreading a rumor about a layoff or layoffs to come without any confirmation from leadership, and that can create really unnecessary panic. "We lost a big client. You know what that means? You guys are losing your job." That's gossip, and it's bad. Also, it's divisive. This is a big part of what we see in many organizations that kind of get larger and have divisions. Gossip that alienates team members or creates factions weakens the team cohesion. One department spreads negativity about another, creating unnecessary conflict in silos. In the marketing team, they all just seem to hang out and play with their dartboards and not really think about anything. Or have you noticed under this manager, everybody gets away with this, and over this one, they always are on it? Like, it may even be true, but when it's divisive, that information spreading winds up really disrupting your organization. By eroding trust and morale, harmful gossip is often a simple symptom of deeper workplace issues, which you need to address proactively. But the actual spread of it is its own problem. So let's talk about how to mitigate that negative gossip. It isn't about monitoring every conversation. It's about creating a culture where gossip naturally loses its power. Here are 5 practical ways to do that. 1, HR here, establish clear policies. Define what constitutes harmful gossip in your employee handbook. Ensure employees know that open discussion about wages, hours, and or working conditions are protected, but personal gossip isn't. Okay? Include real world examples in your handbook so employees know exactly what is and isn't acceptable. 2, promote open communication. Create safe spaces where employees can voice concerns without fear of retaliation with leadership. The more transparency in your workforce, the less need for speculation. If you are considering layoffs, or there is a major disciplinary problem that you're looking to address, if you're considering a strategic shift, if you've lost a giant client and you need to reassure people, do it. Speak out loud. Use your voice. You're the leader. You can make a video. You can go on Loom. You can make a quick one and say, "Guys, it's Saturday morning. You know what I woke up thinking about? That giant client we lost and how we're going to deal with it. Here's my plan. At the moment, we're not thinking about layoffs. We're thinking about these things. I need your brains here." Communicate. Add a weekly wins section to team meetings where employees can openly discuss successes among others so that use that positive gossip a little bit. Number 3, this is really important. Foster a respectful culture. Leaders must model professionalism in every interaction. Address harmful behavior, when it does come up, tactfully but decisively, individually. Do not let it slide. It's rarely worthwhile to call a meeting with 10 people and say, I've been hearing gossip about Susie. We got to stop that. It has to be done tactfully and normally individually about individual actions. Managers should regularly check in with employees to resolve small concerns before they turn into gossip fueled problems. A weekly check in, PPP is what we call it, which is your progress plans and problems. Discussions about those personal items, those sorts of things are very good for leaders to do with their direct reports and to spread it across the organization. If there is no scheduled way for information to make it up to the top, then it's going to happen through rumor and gossip. Invest in trainings. Here's the truth. Gossip is human nature. To err is human, and perhaps even more human is to gossip. We've all done it, sometimes without realizing, especially when frustrated. Oh, she drives me crazy. You turn to another employee in your company chat and you're individual, you slack them and you say, she's driving me crazy. She must have lost her mind. It must be about this or that, or why does she get away with this? That's gossip. We've all done it. Recognize when casual chatter crosses the line. You've got to train people on that. Training is essential. It helps them understand how their words impact workplace trust and learn what to do when they hear gossip, to redirect it, shut it down, or report it. Use role-playing scenarios in that training to show employees how to handle gossip firsthand. 5, engage in direct conversation. An employee has an issue with a colleague, they should address it directly or through a structured mediation process. Venting behind closed doors only fuels gossip. Teach employees how to have difficult conversations respectfully. If there's one group that can make or break your efforts to eliminate harmful gossip, it's your managers. They must lead by example. Gossip can feel like an easy way to bond, but when managers participate or even passively allow it, it signals that it's acceptable. Managers must know that gossip is a deal breaker. If they hear employees discussing personal details, spreading rumors, creating division, their default response must be to shut it down immediately. Redirect the conversation of something productive, call it out privately. If needed, reminding employees that gossip isn't tolerated, and lead by example. Never engage in gossip, even casually. If gossip is becoming a problem on your team, schedule a leadership meeting to reinforce the company's stance with the executives and managers. They are almost always the reason why it's happening. They've taken the time to gossip about things, and that's going to push it through. Think of them as fire breaks. Employees will talk to one another, but by the time a manager hears about it, everyone else already has too, and you need to stop it. Another bit. Not all gossip is bad. When used intentionally, it can be a powerful tool for engagement. Some of the best pieces I see are celebrating success stories. Publicly recognize employees for their achievements. When an executive or leader speaks up about what someone did good, the employees talk to one another and be like, you nailed that, or how do I get that? Or, you know, that sort of individual communication around your success wins will spread. Promote team wins. Share stories of collaboration to foster pride and unity. Talk about when people get along, right? That's a great win. And support new employees. Spread positive anecdotes about company culture to make the new hires feel welcome. And that can be another thing where those stories can flow on an individual basis. It can be very positive. When gossip reinforces your organizational values, it strengthens your culture instead of undermining it. Gossip is inevitable, and how it impacts your team is up to you. By recognizing harmful gossip, fostering open communication, and leveraging positive stories, you can transform gossip from a workplace disruptor into a force for good. If you need a clear policy to address gossip, download our No Gossip Policy template down at the bottom. It's a ready-to-use resources to help you build a culture of trust and respect. Struggling with gossip in your workplace? Let's talk. If you're a US-based business owner with 10 or more employees, schedule a free 30-minute consultation with me at the link below. And together, we'll build a stronger, more cohesive team. In 30 minutes, I can give you all the rundown of some of the key items. We can talk about your specific problems, and I'd love to help. If you have a general question, drop it in the comments below. I read and respond to every single one of them. Thank you for joining me today. Now go out there, have a great day, and get your work done.